Hey, what's up, Andre? How you doing?
Doing well. How are you, brother?
Doing good, man. Coming off a nice win in June. What's the mood going into this latest matchup?
Just staying sharp, and I feel like I've been on a good little run. Had a couple decisions not go my way, but overall, I'm happy with where I've been going in my career, and I've just kind of doubled down on the stuff I was doing before and started introducing some new stuff. Got to work with my buddy Gary Toney a little bit. It was one of the best, probably the best grappler in the world, the best MMA grappler in the world, I would say for sure, and incredible grappler. So I got to work with him a little bit and just kept improving on the things that I think make me the best and rocking and rolling, dude. I'm like excited for this fight. I'm antsy almost. Like I just can't wait to fight. So
I could see that. I wanted to ask you, after your last fight, you talked a bit about how you felt like, as you've grown just, over the years, you felt your body changing, you're growing into your frame a little bit more and things like that. You're feeling stronger. Have you felt like your style has naturally changed? Feeling that physical change inside yourself?
um yeah, I don't know if I think the biggest change is growing into my frame. I feel stronger. I'm a better athlete. Stuff like that. As far as my style of fighting changing, yeah, it's a natural progression. It just kind of happens as I learn new tricks and there's stuff that I learned when I was 12 years old wrestling that I still remember, and there's stuff that I learned last week that I use. So I'm always learning, I'm always growing, I'm always evolving, and whatever the situation is, every fight's different. So whatever the situation is, I have things for that situation. Yeah, yeah. My style progresses naturally. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time, so I have a lot
On
of
a
I got a lot of tricks.
On a personal level, you also talked about how you're looking to buy a house. Where are we at with that, man?
Yeah, I'm a homeowner now, so that's cool. It's
Congratulations.
been expensive. California real estate's no joke, but got it done, got it all furnished, and yeah, it's starting to feel like home. It's a big project buying a house and getting it how you want it and getting it all furnished. But yeah, it's dope. I got a little mini ramp built, and I got so I can skate at my own house now, and got a pool for my dog to jump around and swim in with me, and life is good.
Congratulations. Two last ones. When you're up against a guy like Bryce Mitchell, you know he's got that sick ground game. Obviously, you want to be prepared for that, but how do you make sure you balance it so you're not neglecting, making sure your striking is sharp, as you also probably take extra time to work your grappling in camp?
I don't know. That's the thing about MMA is it's a balancing act. You got to be juggling a bunch of different skills all at the same time. So I think I'm a better striker than him. I also think I'm a better grappler than him. He's got some real tricky stuff from that cross body. Got real tricky twister arm triangle stuff, and he's a great grappler. But I actually think that I'm better. I think I'm better all around everywhere, and I just kept doing what I've been doing and making a point to get better everywhere. And then I also, like I said, I brought in guys to work with. I had my coaches who are some of the best coaches in the sport really study my opponent's game, and I feel, uh, man, I feel so prepared. Just ready to fight. I'm all the hard work is done, and preparation was perfect. And the performance is going to be perfect as well.
Looking forward to it. Good luck. Thank you.
So, we're not seeing questions.
We will take our next set of questions from Danny Segura with MMA Junkie.
Andre, I just wanted to pick up on something you said. You said that you brought in Gary Tonin. Was it specific for this bout, or were you guys working prior?
We have worked before. I went to New York last time, and then it's both things. Like we worked before, and I consider him a friend, and he's a good guy and obviously an amazing grappler. But I brought him in to work some specific stuff for this fight. The way that he breaks down uh, the grappling game is I've never seen anything like it, man. Like honestly, I've never seen anyone. Obviously, he's I think Flow Grappling has him ranked as the number one grappler in the world right now. So obviously he's an incredible grappler, but also his mind for grappling, not just his own grappling, but for breaking down other people's grappling and for teaching grappling and just everything, man. He's on another level. So having him was a huge asset. I feel extremely prepared, and yeah, I'm thankful to have friends like Gary. Thankful to have my team, Team Alpha Male, Danny Castillo, Fabio Prado, Chris Holdsworth. All the people who have helped me with my grappling over the years. So.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt Gary's one of the best. Plus, he's got some solid MMA experience now. So was it one of those things where they called you up with Bryce Mitchell and immediately you're like, all right, I got to hit up Gary for this bout?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. They hit me up for Bryce and I immediately said yeah because I love that matchup. He's got a lot of hype around him right now, and he deserves it. He's 13-0, so yeah. I mean, I was excited right away when they gave me the name, and then it just made sense to bring out Toney. He's the best grappler in the world, and he's a buddy of mine, and he's also a featherweight, and he's got one of the best jiu-jitsu minds in the world. Just made sense, And I just bought a house, so I got a guest room for him to crash in, and
nice.
Just made sense, It wasn't like anything. It wasn't like a crazy moment where I was like, I got to get him out here. It was just like, why wouldn't I do that, man? He's the fucking best.
Yeah, for sure. And Bryce, I believe he's ranked number 15. You think a victory here will put you back in the rankings? I mean, you're on a nice run in your recent performances.
I don't know. It's hard to talk about. I don't want to sound douchey, but I just don't care about the rankings anymore. They're made up. They're arbitrary. Like other sports, the rankings go off of how well a team is doing that season in the sport, or they go off numbers or stats. In fighting, the rankings are basically people's opinions. People who don't fight but watch fighting for a living, their opinions. Yeah, the only real rank that matters is champ, and then I guess whoever gets to fight the champ. So champ and number one, the only ones that really matter. Everything else is just kind of made up. And I think I was ranked 15 briefly, but I've fought the best guys in the world. I beat the number 11 guy in the world on 2 weeks' notice. I don't know. It doesn't mean what it used to mean to me. The only thing that matters to me now is winning fights, getting paid, making my people proud. Winning a fight, getting paid, making my people proud. That's the checklist for me, man. The numbers and whatever other shit is, it's all icing on the cake, I guess. I'm not that worried about it, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think you can be. I don't think you can be too worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like worrying about being ranked is like worrying about your fight of the night bonus. It'd be cool, but that's not your entire job. The job is to go win, make your money, and anything after that is icing on the cake.
Yeah, no doubt. And we spoke years ago. I don't know if you remember, but you told me you sort of wanted to dive into the pomade business. Whatever happened with that?
Oh yeah,
a more natural look nowadays.
Yeah, I don't use pomade that much. I still like pomade. Like shout out to Layrite. Those guys are rad. I still use Layrite pomade, and yeah, I'm just 30 now and I don't do my hair. Nah, man. I just went different directions. Like I have a bunch of other stuff I've been working on, and I just didn't end up doing the pomade. There's certain like industries that are hard to get into. Like it's hard to do a pomade if you're not a barber.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why would a barber use your pomade if you've never cut hair? Like even though I my friends own barbershops and I like the culture and stuff. It's the same thing with tattoo stuff. Like if you're not an artist, then why would an artist? It's not different than like someone showing up who's never fought or who's never really been involved in the sport and trying to sell fighters stuff. It's like, you can't really. It's hard. It's hard to get into an industry that you're not actually part of. So I didn't end up doing pomade, but like I said, some of my best friends own barbershops and are barbers, and I love the culture of barbershops. And it's not off the table, but it's not what I'm focused on right now. Right now, I'm just focused on my win Saturday night.
Yeah, for sure. And you're fighting on a card where Anderson Silva will be having his retirement bout, obviously a historic fighter. So I wanted to ask you, if you could describe Anderson Silva in one word, what would it be?
Legendary. I've been watching that dude fight since I was in high school, and getting to be on a card with him is huge, man. It's a pretty crazy. I try not to overthink things. I try not to focus on really anything but the fight. I'm just take it as it comes. Keep in mind that the fight is the only thing that matters. But that's one of the things that kind of makes you stop and look and be like, damn, I'm co-main on Anderson Silva's last fight, his retirement fight. I get to be the co-main event, and Uriah Hall is a buddy of mine, and he's a good guy, and he gets the opportunity to fight a legend like that. And it's just cool, man. It's cool to see. It's cool to see things like that, and it's cool to be a part of it. And it kind of makes you stop and step back and realize what a blessing all this is to get to do what you love and watch guys that were your heroes in high school and be on the same card as them, and to be a part of this is something special, man.
Yeah,
I'm super thankful.
Yeah, and lastly, favorite Anderson Silva memory or moment?
Maybe the snap kick. Maybe the snap kick against Vitor. Maybe there's a bunch of things. Maybe that first fight with Chris Lieben, because I had never seen. I had watched him fight before. I had watched him fight in Pride. I'd watched I think Ryo Chonin scissor heel hook him. I knew he was good, but I'd seen him be submitted before. I had seen him do it well in Pride, but then he hit the UFC and just, man, I watched him fight. Just watching him fight and watching his precision and watching his creativity was a huge inspiration to me. So hard to pinpoint one moment, but I guess if I had to say one moment, it would just be that feeling of being, at the end of high school or middle high school and watching him come out and being excited and having that feeling of man, this is kind of our Michael Jordan. This is our guy. For me, that was to sit around with your friends and watch that and be excited and it was something I looked forward to when I was young, and it's something I look forward to now, being on the same card as him. So it's cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to your fight. Best of luck this weekend. Thank you.
We will take our next set of questions from Cote Cruz with the 4 to Win podcast.
How's it going, sir?
Great. Thank you for your time. In your last two fights, they were very competitive and ended in a decision, which it kind of always involves a little bit of controversy, right? I imagine that this time you will not try and leave it in the hands of the judges. How do you feel this little streak of decisions, one for you, one for the other guy, how do you feel this will affect your approach in this particular fight on Saturday?
Doesn't affect my approach. My approach isn't really dictated by the judges. Obviously, I want the finish. No one wants to go to decision. No one wants a split decision. Whether it's nobody wants that. But I'm fighting the best guys in the world, and sometimes it happens. The way I fight is dictated by my opponents. What I think it takes to get the win and to beat my opponent, and I don't really factor in the judges. I try not to factor in anything else but my opponent and myself and getting my hand raised. Man, you can't think about that stuff. For me, I don't like to think about that type of stuff. I'm not going to let anything pull me out of my game. I think that the judges got it wrong against Jourdain. I think they got it wrong against Sadiq. That's old. That's old. I don't care. It's not going to affect this fight. And when I say the judges got it wrong against Jourdain, I mean it was a unanimous. I don't think they should have been a split. Let me clarify that. I think I think that a split is fair against Sadiq, but I think I won. The decision against Jourdain, I think, was obviously a unanimous decision. I think I controlled almost every moment of that fight. And I don't know, man. I try not to put too much stock in it. The decisions have bothered me before, and I've just kind of tried to move past it now because you got to control the controllables. You can't control shit that's out of your it's not yours to control, and you'll drive yourself crazy trying to. So it's not for me.
Yeah, I completely understand. Well, you entered the UFC at a very young age, like 7 years ago, and you've faced a lot of great fighters. You faced the Michael Johnsons, the Dennis Bermudas, you fought Holloway and Biggs, etc. Um, how do you think this experience will help you? How this collides into the last fight?
Yeah, I think it's like just like you need mat time to get good at things that you're drilling and practicing. You need cage time to get good at winning fights and being in that moment. And I've had a lot more than my opponent. Not to say that he's not comfortable in there. I'm sure he will be, but I think that I think the experience is a good weapon to have. And I definitely have it in this. I've had my highest highs and I've had my lowest lows, and I've gone right back to having the highest highs again, and it's all been in that cage for everybody to see. And Saturday won't be any different. I'm just going to get my hand raised, and you guys will see me win again. It'll be more decisive. It won't be a decision. It won't be this. It won't be that. There won't be any controversy. But like I said, I'm just focusing on me and not my past opponents, not my opponents' past opponents, not my decisions, not his finishes, not my finishes, not anything else but me, myself, and I. Just winning a fight. So that's been a huge change for me. Is just this singular focus of I don't really care about anything else but myself.
I see. Your opponent, Bryce Mitchell, has become known for his great ground game. You in your last fights have been more of a striker lately. Do you have any visions for the fight and keeping it standing, or are you trying to make a point in this fight and try to beat him at his own game?
Wherever the fight goes, I'll be ready. I got something for every position, and I'm going to dictate the entire time. I'm going to do whatever I want, honestly, and it's a feel thing. I go off feel. I don't like to set real strict game plans. There's a few things I need to watch out for. He's got a really good back take, crossbody attack. He's got some real good tricks, but I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to beat him everywhere, and I'm confident, and I'm ready, and the preparation is done. So it's just time to have some fun.
Thank you so much for your time, Andre. Best of luck in your fight. I appreciate it. No problem.
Appreciate it.
And we will take our last set of questions from Pablo Santamaria with Noti MMA Ecuador.
Hi, Andre. As an Ecuadorian, I want to ask you, for how much time have you been friend of Chito?
Is this Chito Vera himself?
No.
I have been friends with Cheeto for, I don't know, 5 years, 4 years, maybe 5 years.
Okay, that's awesome. So, talking about the fight, do you feel excited of taking the O of an undefeated fighter that has a lot of hype?
Are you sure this isn't Cheeto? Beating an undefeated guys. It's exciting. Like I said, I hate to sound like a broken record. I feel like maybe people are going to get the wrong idea of me. Like, I don't think I'm not some cocky douchebag dude who thinks he's got all the answers, or I hope I'm not, at least. But I focus on myself, and I don't care about anything else but myself. I don't care about his record or his wins or his, I know what he's going to try to do. I know what he's good at. I know what he's done in the past. I know all that, and I'm ready for it, and I'm focused on myself, man. I just stopped trying to focus or control or really have any say about things that aren't in my control, man. I'm just focused on myself.
Okay, I get it. So, you said that you don't want to leave the fight to the judges. So, what's your prediction for the fight?
I'm gonna win. It could be knockout. I could knock him out. Could knock him out early. Could knock him out once he gets tired. Could knock him out after he gets discouraged. I could also sub him, man. I could sub him. I could catch him in something. It's gonna be a finish. It could be anywhere, and that's what makes fighting so exciting. He's a grappler, but I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out and chops some leg kicks or throws some big overhands. That's the beautiful thing about fighting. Nobody really knows. So I'm excited. I know what I'm gonna do, but I will let you guys tune in and check it out.
Okay, I get. And if you get the W, you have an opponent on your mind, or you want to call someone out?
No, I'm just focused on my opponent Saturday. No one else is on my mind. That's it. My opponent's barely on my mind. I'm just focused on myself, man. Just focused on having fun and getting in a fight and winning. Like, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's very simple. It's always been simple, and sometimes things outside complicate it. But when you remember that it's simple, it's fun again.
Okay, so would you like to send a message to your Ecuadorian fans that are rooting for you because of your friendship with Chito?
Yeah, man. Viva Ecuador, bro. I love that. I love Ecuador. I love Cheeto. He's wild, man. He's a crazy dude. I got a lot of love for him, and I love the passion that the Ecuadorian fans have. So adopt me. I'm one of yours now. I love you guys. Fans all over the world, I appreciate it, and I love all my fans, and even people who are rooting against me because they support this sport, and that's how we make our living. So I appreciate all the fans, but Ecuadorian fans are especially crazy and especially passionate. So yeah, much love to them.
Thank you very much for your time, Andra, and good luck on your fight.
Thank you. Holy fuck, they love Cheeto, Ecuador. He's the fucking president out there.
Thank you so much, Andre. That is all the questions we had for you, sir. You are good to go.
Cool, thank you.